And I'm back with .heck to you. I cut out a bunch of crap to do the thing that I need to do. Apparently this guy's been chasing off Chim Chim, so I guess we're doing this. God damn it. What the hell was that noise?
Stop! Please don't kick me anymore! I'll give back all the Chim Chims
Okay.
Now we just have to report
Assassin
back to the
Dad? What? Anyway. I did it. I don't care. Quest is dumb. It's just to do stuff with Syllabus and Gaspard, I guess. I don't care. I really don't. They just want to have fun. But you know, I'm not really interested in that crap. What I am interested in is more Adelie and Alcade stuff. Ginza.
So, I'm gonna invite Adelie.
Okay, I don't know if I'm good enough to beat Nala, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, whatever that quest was about. Thanks, game! So this is not the first time I've just said I'd nope a certain fight or thing, because I don't care. Yeah. It's fine. He's just feeling left out, I guess. But that's fine. I mean, you're not the main character. It makes sense. He feels unwanted. I don't know. Oh yeah, forgot. No, I'll read it some other time. Anyway. Alright, so level 64, level 62. Alright, cool. So, I should be okay for this. Doesn't mean I will be. Yeah, it doesn't mean I will be. It just means that I could be.
Adelie and Alcade to go register for the tournament with me at the arena count.
But I definitely think with my paralysis stuff, I should be well within striking distance anyway. So we'll see. 65, 50, yeah. Yeah, we're fine. I'll just attack Nala.
So, do you often talk with Nala?
No, not really. We're in different units, so we don't get many chances.
Nala. There's no telling what he's thinking. Better not let my guard down.
Don't worry, now that we've trained together, I know we can take on anybody without a problem.
Together.
Yeah, together.
Yes.
What does she mean by that, Haseo?
Why do you care?
We just,
What were you two doing while I was off getting better?
Come on, you couldn't log in, right?
We did some really hot, super secret training, just the two of us.
Haseo? Is that true?
Oh, sorta?
Well, you see...
It is true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see. Well, isn't that just fantastic?
Hey now, don't go getting yourself all worked up by jumping to conclusions.
I want you to know, I'm really glad to have met the two of you.
Huh?
Alcade.
Hey, it's time! Come on, let's go. Moontree's 4th unit leader. Can't ask for a more worthy opponent than that.
It's the semi-final round of the Holy Palace Tournament. Our guest is the legendary Arena Emperor, Antares. Playing online games too much makes my better half mad.
No!
Here they come, our Grim Reapers, the undeniable favorites of the tournament. His very existence is almost illegal.
Oh, you don't say.
Once again, the Scythe of the Reaper is hungry for the taste of new blood.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, here
Dirty.
comes Team Haseo.
He's come far, this one has. Has the little chick turned into a hawk?
And here's the challenger, the 4th unit leader of the 7 Council. A warrior of refined taste and a sophisticated friend to all adults. What lies under the mask of this roguish fellow? A burning fire? A cold, dark heart? Today he brings that fire and ice into play as he tries to bring down Team Haseo.
I like how this feels more like an actual, like,
We'll follow you
tight
anywhere, leader.
fight.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the middle-aged star himself. Nala's team has made their entrance, and they are pumped.
They actually do commentary for a change.
Good luck, old man!
Both teams have made it here without even breaking a sweat. What kind of chemical reaction will we witness today?
Explosion!
Quietly, ever so quietly, the big battle is about
Let's
to
explode.
begin.
Holy crap, I got
Didn't
this
become
gun.
4th unit leader for nothing.
Even so, we can't let ourselves lose. I'm gonna finish it now!
Well done.
What the? He opened himself up on purpose!
It's over! The match is over! This extreme
Well, I
battle with the
guess
Weems
I'm
was won by
way
the
over leveled. I
Team
still.
Haseo!
Nala, you bastard.
I wish you the best of luck on your final match, Master Haseo.
So, your opponent for the final will be Haseo after all.
At last, finally!
Oh.
I'll kill him. I'll crush him like a bug!
Do as you wish, but win.
Lord!
Hiragi, what is it?
Please stop keeping company with one such as her.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
What's happened to you, Lord Sakaki? You don't act at all like you used to.
Oh, oh man.
This is pathetic. It's funny seeing a pansy like you act so unmanly.
I'm with Bordeaux
What
on
was
this.
that?
Hiragi,
Yes, Lord Sakaki.
do you not trust me?
Yes, of course I do. I would follow you anywhere, Lord.
Then return to headquarters. What's wrong, Hiragi?
Very well. As you wish.
Why not just cut him off? That stupid pansy's no good for anything anyway.
Ah, but there is a use for everyone.
And I'm just another one you found a use for, huh? Oh, don't worry. I really don't care one way or another if I'm a pawn or whatever you want me to be. I don't care what I'm known as, so long as I get to bring him down. Not one bit.
Stubbornness, grudges, distractions. An exceptionally strong mind is needed to control Ida.
Okay. And you think you can do that? Oh, goody.
Now then, we've got the final match coming up next. If we win that, then we can fight against Sirius.
I get the feeling that I'll be able to talk with them once we're in the arena.
So let's just be damn sure to win next time. All right, Haseo?
Alright. Okay. Ooh. Cool. Oh, ho, ho. So nice. Special. It's not fair to you go off in special training with Arcade. Let's go to Lingering Aching Love so we can do our own training. Just the two of us. Today's words are the best piece of work. Remember, just the two of us. Got that?
I'm getting the feeling I should just go along. Fate a lingering aching love, huh?
Great. Well, whoops. Whoopsie daisy doo. Jealousy, you don't say. You don't say. Well.
I'm supposed to go into training with Adelie.
Okay.
Hey, Haseo! You're late.
Why is Arcade...
I happened to be passing by when I saw Adelie making preparations to go adventuring, so I decided to go along with her.
Yay! Wait.
Haseo, why don't you come?
It looks like I have no choice but to bring Arcade along too.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh boy, look at the framing of this. Gee, game, what are you trying to tell me? You do know that that Haseo has feelings for a girl in a coma, right? I mean, it's a love quadrangle now. Good God. Anyway. Anyway. I guess we can keep going. Well, I wanted to level up, so I guess we get to level up some more. Oh boy. Well. Great. Level 67. Okay. More stuff.
This is a boss-type mission. We'll just go take out the boss shown on the map.
Why did things end up like this?
Alright, so we can kind of race into it. But, again, the last few episodes I haven't really done a lot of talking because the game hasn't really given much new to talk about. So let's talk about this instead! Yay! Alcade versus Adelaide. Alcade? 100 times over. But that's personal preference. I just think Alcade and Haseo speak the same language. And yes, Haseo has feelings for Adelaide, that much we do know. But outside of the epitaph thing and some of the other stuff, they just don't... I don't know. They don't... I don't know. I think it comes down to the way that Adelaide is such a, like, it has gotten better. Like, they've slowly closed the gap, sure. But Adelaide is way too still in her own mind and can't make up her mind and do things. On occasion it is impressive. But still, it just doesn't seem like background-wise, Haseo and Adelaide just don't have a lot of chemistry. And I do think chemistry and that stuff, it's the opposites attract versus, you know, somebody you can hang out with and stuff like that. And to me, it always comes down to... It seems to me like Alcade and Haseo just feel like two people who would know the same things and do the same things. And Alcade is obviously still kind of like skittish here and there, but the more that she's realizing that Haseo kinda has feelings, the more she's starting to realize that she has feelings for him too, because it's not how it started, but now she's playing along with it. That's the best. She's screwing around with Adelaide is the best, because again, you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know, oh, they're probably not dating, obviously, but it's still like, why not? Why not? That'd be kind of cool. But again, you still have this whole, well, he still has feelings for Shino, but it's been also assured that Shino also sort of has feelings for Ovan, too. And you always kind of wonder, like, as much feelings as she has, is it for Haseo, is it for Ovan, or is it for just the simplicity of knowing that everybody's together, you know, platonically? So I don't know if it's ever gotten this far. But then Shino did go so far as to give Haseo her own phone number, so there is something there too. You know, those are little steps and little things that in-game or out of character you may or not know if you didn't play Roots, but it's still like... There's nothing, like, wrong. And I do like that the game is playing with the idea, because I've always kind of been a sucker for these kinds of things. And for me, I've said this before. That these kinds of dynamics are interesting if the characters themselves are interesting, because you have to build characters to the point where they themselves getting together would be of an interesting change of the relationship. If the characters themselves are annoying in any way, it doesn't seem right, or it doesn't seem like it matters if they do. Because this happens in some of the Final Fantasy games. I've said as much. I think certain relationships don't always add up, and I don't think work perfectly. Then there are others that do. I would say my favorites were like Garnet and Zidane, and Tidus and Yuna specifically, or any of the stuff in Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII is a good kind of precursor to something like this, where, look, love triangles have been around for God knows how long. It's a narrative thing that you can throw together and use for comedic effect. And they didn't have to. They didn't have to have Alkaid fall for Haseo at all. Or, you know, vice versa. But now they're just playing, toying with it. The idea is just screwing with it. Because you don't have to, under any circumstances. You could just proceed under the assumption all the time that Adelie and Haseo slowly get over their differences and things get good, but that just doesn't... I don't know.
I guess we did it.
When that's all the relationship is, it's just kind of like... again, it's more Haseo and Adelie together don't always seem like people that are just there and present, other than they themselves are epitaph users, so they in turn must be made for each other or whatever, you know, and that's fine. Everybody has different interpretations. I've said as much before in an earlier episode of this where I was like, I'm not really into characters that are very mopey and annoying and need help, even if that's part of their growth, you know, because Adelie does grow, as opposed to Gaspard, who really doesn't. Wow, what the fuck was that? But, again, it's comparing different things for different people, and different people might think, okay, I resonate more with Adelie, so I'm understanding her struggle, and, like, Alkaid is butting in on action, and it's like, it doesn't matter, you know, because Shino's there, and again, I think Shino requires the dot hack roots thing, because all we're really seeing are flashbacks. We're not seeing the full picture. So watching dot hack roots does give you, you know, 13, 14, 15 some episodes to build that rapport of Shino as a character more than this game will ever do. But it also is important that this game is impressing upon you that Shino's gone. You know, so it's a goal that Haseo has in mind, to save her life. It's a simple concept. It makes perfect sense. You don't need a lot of extra benefit, but you would benefit from watching... You don't need the extra dot hack root stuff. What you get is, you know, even with different actors and whatever, because there was a different dub company, but you get the characters together. And you also get the characters together Oban as well, so you get that aspect too. But the game does a decent enough job of filling in where Shino exists. Not just as a... She doesn't exist as some trophy. She was a real person with real motivations, and again, I think it was like half Haseo, half Oban with her actual feelings lied. I don't think it was both, or I don't think it was one or the other. It was, So again, you have this weird dynamic where, much like a Persona game, or say Final Fantasy VII, or the way Rebirth does their date sequences, you can kind of go everywhere. Though, it does seem obvious where the game wants to take you. I've always kind of preferred it, whether it's a harem show or whatnot, when the show or the game goes against expectations. And I think that's another thing, like, I want Alkaid to be closer, not just because her character is more interesting, but because it just seems preordained that Haseo and Adelie are meant to be together because the game wants it and wills it. But if I'm not feeling their chemistry, I'm also kind of resistant to it. And I think that's universal as well, because if you don't feel an attachment to a character, and as I've said, I think Adelie is just the weakest of the bunch, Not, again, not narrative speaking, just as a person. I know that's her role in this. I don't feel that intrigue that I feel with Haseo and Alcade, and the smallest of screen time that Haseo and Alcade have been together. What, 2-3 hours? You know, the last 4 or 5 episodes at most. They just quickly, easily just kind of get used to each other very quickly and have kind of grown up over that initial, you screwed me out of fighting in the arena and whatever, you cheated to win, you know. And now it's like subtle romance hints, and even playing it adly, you know. Because again, I prefer when games either give you just straightforward, like, this is the romance, and we're building that, and we're not gonna, you know, if you're going to give options, or you're going to play at options, you have to make them equally viable. And I think that is something that a lot of, say, anime or whatever tend not to do, because there's always that sense that it's like, there's one real option, and why are we focusing on anybody else? That's not always the case, and there are sometimes, very rarely, when the people you don't expect end up being the ones that actually end up with the main lead. And it's those times where it's like, huh, I was not expecting that. But if you justify it enough, it actually makes some sort of weird sense, and I'm actually cool with it. When it doesn't make sense is when you force it to the point where there's like nothing there, and then you choose that character. It's just kind of like, eh. If you give them equal enough screen time, then it starts to be, oh, okay, I can buy it. I can buy this, I can work with this. Cool. It's the Tifa era thing all over again. It's like, which one do you choose? I'm like, well, they're both viable in different ways. Obviously, when tragedy strikes and you're kind of left forced in a narrative choice, it's just going, well, we made the choice for you, sorry. But it's also like, you have to write in a way where it doesn't seem either too forced or too unnatural. Writing and narrative things have to be natural, but they have to lead somewhere that doesn't seem like you're pulling the thing. It's like trying to do a plot twist. If you pull something so far out of your ass it makes no sense, it's just dumb, you know? Which is why I like these little niggling things now, because they're played for laughs so far. They're not trying to be super serious about it, but they're subtle enough that they're little hooks that can work. Defense Buddha.
Natalie, I'm impressed. That was some good fighting there.
Oh, you were great as ever, Alcade.
Huh. You're getting along after all.
Uh-huh. Weird. Defense Buddha. Alright. Auto guard. That's actually not bad. Well, anyway. All's well that ends well, I guess. Hmm? All's well that ends well, I suppose. Huh? Today was a great adventure, even though we didn't do what we set out to do. Alcade is really direct and straightforward, isn't she? I think it's great. Huh? More and more people are falling into comas. Now there's even a new type of Ida. This is just a guess on my part, but I think it's evolving. So here's what I propose. I'd like to have you come with me to an area. I'm not asking I'm not in any position for favors, but if I went by myself, Ida would multiply faster than I could take him out. Help me out, man. I know it's a selfish request, but I hope you accept it. And I'll leave the third member to you.
He's been working all on his own this whole time. Alright, Let's go help him out.
Alright. Okay. So again, I hope that little diatribe makes a bit of sense. But again, you niggling these little cool things here and there. Just these little Easter eggs of little romance touches. Don't really need to be here in this game, but I do appreciate that they're there. Just for subtle comedic effect, if nothing else. But anyway, we'll help Coon in the next episode. Hooray!